Alright friends, welcome back to question and answer part 2 for week 23, that is from 1st June to 7th June. Let us look at the first question. Offshore rupee bonds are known as offshore rupee bonds. That means to internationalize Indian currency, bonds are being issued in rupee currency. These are known as Masala Bonds. I think probably you are well aware about the Dim Sum bonds, Formosa bonds, like that. If bonds are issued in specific currencies, they are given specific name, right? In recent times, International Finance Corporation, the wing of World Bank, issued rupee bonds in international market, and these bonds are known as Masala Bonds. So nowadays several organizations are trying to issue rupee offshore bonds. Here the currency volatility or risk is minimized. So keeping that in view, the other important aspect is when the organizations issue offshore rupee bonds, the advantage is it will internationalize our currency and the risk of currency depreciation is minimized. These are the two advantages. One is internationalization of our currency. Second thing is risk of rupee depreciation or risk of currency volatility will be reduced. Because of these two advantages, in recent times, offshore rupee bonds are being planned by several companies or organizations. Look into the next one. As per the income tax authorities, the total outstanding arrears of income tax department as on March 31st, 2015 is rupees 8,27,680 crores of rupees. Total income tax arrears are more than 8 lakh crores in this country. Roughly, please remember, the income tax arrears are more than 8 lakh crores in this country. Let us see how much of it will be recovered by the income tax authorities. Right friends, Bangladesh will receive 111 enclaves from India's possession, which constitutes more than 17,000 acres. We have discussed in detail about the land boundary agreement previously. It is the historic agreement. It is the historic declaration. Recently, the Prime Minister of India as well as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh ratified this agreement, and as such, the boundary dispute between India and Bangladesh will be settled at once, and here 17,000 acres, more than 17,000 acres of Indian land will be transferred to Bangladesh, and 7,110 acres of Bangladeshi land will be transferred to India. Right? Here, India will transfer 111 enclaves to Bangladesh, and India will receive 51 enclaves from Bangladesh. Right? So 17,000 acres will go to Bangladesh and 7,000 acres will come to India. Right friends? Look into the next one. Banks can invest in long-term bonds issued by other banks. Banks can issue long-term bonds. Last year, Reserve Bank of India gave instructions. Banks can issue long-term bonds and they are exempt from SLR and CRR stipulations, subject to certain conditions, and these long-term bonds have got a minimum tenure of 7 years, and when banks are issuing long-term bonds, other bank can invest up to 20%. If the overall primary size of 100 crores, I would like to tell you once again, if a bank is issuing 100 crores of long-term bonds, other banks put together can invest not more than 20%. Right? Look into the next one. RBI said that profit related commission can be paid as compensation to the non-executive directors of private banks. Non-executive directors so far are being paid at the rate of on per sitting basis. Non-executive directors are being paid per sitting basis. If they have one sitting, they will get some payment. If they have second sitting, they will get some more payment. Like that, on sitting basis they are being paid. But now Reserve Bank of India said that profit related commission can be paid as compensation to non-executive directors of private banks. To non-executive directors of private banks, profit related commission can be paid, and that should not exceed rupees 10 lakh. Please don't forget, the profit related commission which can be paid by the banks to non-executive directors shall not be more than rupees 10 lakh. Look into the next question. RBI advised all the public sector banks, 5 private sector banks and 3 foreign banks to appoint CCSO. CCSO is Chief Customer Service Officer. CCSO is Chief Customer Service Officer. It will act as internal ombudsman. Banking system has got ombudsman. All of you are well aware. Ombudsman is appointed by Reserve Bank of India. Ombudsman will look into the complaints of customers. Now RBI says, what is the need for the customers to go to external ombudsman? You designate your own ombudsman, and this internal ombudsman is designated as Chief Customer Service Officer. And here Reserve Bank said that all the public sector banks should appoint Chief Customer Service Officer, and CCSO is also to be appointed by 5 private sector banks, namely ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank and IndusInd Bank. Similarly, 3 foreign banks have to establish a CCSO, and the 3 foreign banks are Citibank, Standard Chartered Bank and HSBC. Please don't forget, Standard Chartered Bank and HSBC are headquartered in London, whereas the Citibank is headquartered in New York. Citibank is a US based multinational banking company, whereas Standard Chartered and HSBC are headquartered in United Kingdom. Right friends, look into the next one. Indian born Thomas Kurian is the President Product Development of Oracle Corporation. For Oracle, this Thomas Kurian is the President of Product Development, and his twin brother George Kurian appointed the Chief Executive Officer of NetApp. It is the data management company. NetApp is storage and data management company headquartered in Sunnyvale, California in United States of America. Right? Now, the twins are holding topmost positions in American companies. One is Thomas Kurian, President Product Development in Oracle, and now his twin brother George Kurian is appointed as the CEO of NetApp. NetApp is the storage and data management company of United States of America. Right friends, look into the next one. India signed 10-year defense framework agreement with the United States of America when the Defense Secretary Dr. Ashton Carter visited India. Recently, Defense Secretary of United States of America Ashton Carter visited India, and our Defense Minister and Defense Secretary of United States of America exchanged this defense framework agreement for 10 years. 10-year defense framework agreement was signed with United States of America. Please don't forget. Look into the next one. World Bank approved a loan of $250 million for Helum and Tawi Flood Recovery Project for construction of flood affected infrastructure in Jammu and Kashmir. All of you are well aware Jammu and Kashmir was badly battered during the floods last year, and World Bank now approved a loan of $250 million for Helum and Tawi Flood Recovery Project work. Please don't forget. Looking to the next one, pilot project of urban forests was launched in Pune. What is the meaning of urban forest? Urban forest is in the selected areas, in the vacant lands or the identified areas in cities, forests are to be developed. The idea is to create greenery in the identified lands in metropolitan cities, and Pune was identified for the inauguration of this project, and Prakash Javadekar inaugurated this project in Pune. Right? It is creation of forests in urban areas after identifying the vacant lands. Friends, name the state where a wild elephant trampled 6 to death. Very unfortunate incident occurred. A wild elephant recently trampled 6 to death, and this incident occurred in Bhagalpur district of Bihar recently. Look into the next one. Name the bank which started booking of lockers through mobile application. Banks are nowadays trying to attract customers because nowadays more and more customers are with smartphones. So now mobile app for booking of lockers was started by Axis Bank, the third private sector lender. The third highest private sector lender is Axis Bank after ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank, and Axis Bank recently started booking of lockers through mobile app. Name the new CEO of Deutsche Bank. The new CEO, you can say he is the co-CEO, John Kurian. John Kurian was recently appointed, and by replacing Indian born co-CEO Anshu Jain. Anshu Jain was replaced by John Kurian. Right friends, look into the next one. Ghazaltopa barrage is situated on Teesta river. Ghazaltopa barrage is situated on Teesta river in West Bengal, and agreement with Bangladesh with regard to the sharing of Teesta river waters could not take place during the visit of our Prime Minister to Bangladesh that was held up for several years. And please don't forget, this Ghazaltopa barrage is situated on Teesta river. Teesta river is the contentious river for sharing of waters between India and Bangladesh. This river originates in Sikkim and it flows through West Bengal before flowing into Bangladesh. Look into the next question. Name the United States company where 250 employees were replaced with Indians having H-1B visas. Walt Disney is the company which replaced USA employees with Indian employees who have H-1B visas, basically to reduce the cost of its operations because they can hire Indian workers at a lesser cost. This created a lot of animosity in the organization in recent times. Please don't forget, 250 employees of United States of America were replaced with H-1B employees from India, Indians having H-1B visas, and this created a lot of animosity among the employees of Walt Disney. Walt Disney is the entertainment company based in United States of America. Please don't forget. Look into the next question. Name the Indian Institute of Technology which reinstated the recognition to APSC. APSC is Ambedkar Periyar Study Circle. Ambedkar Periyar Study Circle, and recently this organization was de-recognized. Recently this organization was de-recognized because of allegations that it criticized Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. With these allegations, the organization was de-recognized recently, and again the recognition was reinstated after lot of pressure from various quarters, because de-recognizing a organization is against the fundamental right given in the constitution, like freedom of speech and expression. Friends, look into the next question. Name the country where a fire in petrol station killed at least 175 people. The fire occurred in Ghana. Ghana capital is Accra. The fire occurred in petrol station in Accra, the capital city of Ghana. Unfortunately, what happened is there was a flooding of entire area, and people came to the petrol bunk to take shelter. Because of flooding, the petrol spread to other areas. It caught fire from there, and more than 175 people lost their lives because these people came to the petrol pump as they felt it is the safe shelter against the floods. But unfortunately, fire spread to the petrol station and it engulfed the entire petrol bunk. Right, friends, look into the next one. Name the country which told IMF. IMF is Washington-based International Monetary Fund. Name the country which told International Monetary Fund that it will bundle all 4 of its June repayments together. The country is Greece. Greece has taken loan from International Monetary Fund. Greece has taken loan from International Monetary Fund. Not only from IMF, it took loan from European Central Bank. You may ask, where is European Central Bank? European Central Bank is headquartered in Frankfurt. Greece took loan from IMF as well as European Central Bank. And recently, it stated that I am not able to pay this installment. I will pay all the 4 installments together. Bundling means I will pay all the 4 installments together, they stated, and this type of incidents is the first in recent times, and similar instance occurred in somewhere around 1980s when Gambia failed to repay, and discussions and negotiations are going on between Greece as well as IMF and European Central Bank, and there are news reports that if things do not go in Greece's way, Greece may come out of European Union. Right? Look into the next one. Baidu is the search engine of China. China has got its own search engine, which is Baidu. Please don't forget. Name the company which is coming up with the built-in display units of automobile dashboards called CarPlay. We have learned recently, Google installed automated motherboards in Hyundai cars recently. Similarly, Apple is coming up with the motherboards which will have all automated features. It will take commands through voice by drivers. It will be linked to the smartphone of drivers. It will give the directions, and lot more automated features will be available in the motherboards. And the name of this automated system which is going to be installed in cars by Apple is CarPlay, and the company here is Apple. Right? Look into the next one. At least 13 people were killed when 6 magnitude earthquake hit Mount Kinabalu, the country's highest peak. The magnitude of earthquake is not much. The magnitude is just 6. But it damaged the mountainous terrain. This earthquake occurred in the mountainous region, and Malaysia's highest mountain peak is Mount Kinabalu. It is more than 4,000 meters in height, and it is primarily used by the trekkers, and recently because of a 6 magnitude earthquake, around 13 mountaineers lost their lives. Though the intensity of earthquake is less, but it created landslides and other problems in the mountainous region. When trekkers normally trek to the highest mountainous peak in Malaysia, this Kinabalu, this earthquake claimed 13 lives of mountaineers. Look into the next one. Omar Hassan al-Bashir. Omar Hassan al-Bashir begins a new term once again as the President of Sudan. He became the head of the country in the year 1989, and subsequently he became the President in 1993. Continuously he is the President for the past 22 years. The country is Sudan. During his presidency, the country is into civil war. Civil war went on sectarian lines. Northern part of country by Muslims, southern part of country by Christians. Ultimately, it led to the creation of a new country called South Sudan in 2011, which is the youngest country in the world. Please don't forget, Omar Hassan al-Bashir begins a new term once again as the President of Sudan, and he is the President since 1993. Please don't forget. Name the world's youngest country. We discussed just now. South Sudan is the youngest country in the world, which was formed in the year 2011. Look into the next question. Name the country where a high-ranking army officer was issued with arrest warrant in human trafficking case. The country here is Thailand. We have discussed in previous weeks. Several graves were found in Thailand. Mass graves were found. These graves were suspected to be of migrants from Myanmar, Rohingyas from Myanmar, and economically distressed migrants from Bangladesh. These migrants escaped from those respective countries, and through smugglers, they reached Thailand. Because of the problems encountered in getting into the country, several people died in these shores, and several people died on their way to that country, and mass graves were found in Thailand. And recently a high-ranking army officer was issued with arrest warrant, as the government felt that there is a hand of this army officer in the illegal human trafficking taking place, that of Rohingyas and poor economic distressed migrants from Bangladesh to Thailand. Right, friends? Look into the next question. The 3 cricketers who were inducted into the BCCI Cricket Advisory Committee, famous cricketers, 3 cricketers were recently inducted into the BCCI Cricket Advisory Committee, and these 3 cricketers are Sachin Tendulkar, Sourav Ganguly, as well as VVS Lakshman. Right, friends, look into the last question of this week. Name the country where a strike notice was issued by the employee unions to Tata Steel. The answer here is United Kingdom. All of you are well aware Tata Steel purchased Chorus Group Probably in the year 2007, Tata Group purchased Chorus Steel. That's why it got its footprint in United Kingdom and other countries. In United Kingdom, the production of steel by Tata is around 11 million tons. I am talking about production of crude steel. Production of crude steel by Tata is 11 million tons in the United Kingdom alone. And recently they gave strike notice. The employees unions of Tata Steel gave strike notice. The reason behind it is Tata Steel recently announced to get 100% pension, employees should work up to 65 years of age. Employees to get full pension should work up to 65 years of age, and if someone is not able to complete 65 years, their pension will be reduced. If someone works 64 years and takes retirement, his pension will be reduced by around 5%. If someone is working 63 years and is taking retirement, his pension will be reduced by another 5%. Like that, to get full pension, employees should work up to 65 years. This stipulation, Tata Steel unions gave strike notice, and the country we are talking about is United Kingdom, and Tata Steel got its footprint by acquiring Chorus Steel. Right friends, let us wind up this question and answer session. Please do join for 24th week. Have a nice day. Thank you.